Hey everyone, welcome back to Sadie Hawkins. Ow! Hey! Stop throwing Skittles and Combos at me.
Woo!
Ow, that one hit me in the face.
So this is how the story goes. We want everybody to know. Love Skittles and Combos. So bring some to our next show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sadie Hawkins Pod.
I don't have Skittles in my mouth.
And yet, Skittles are definitely not your favorite, so I'm shocked you jumped the gun on that one.
Well, they're the one that was open, and I didn't know we were starting right then, so
Sorry.
Here we go. Well, yes, welcome back to Sadie Hawkins Pod. We're talking this week, brought to you by the snack that bites back, Combos. That's not their saying. I just made that up.
Ask.
Combos, stuffed full of awesome. That's debatable. Stuffed full of awesome, trademark. So yes, this week we're talking about the hidden track from Anatomy of Tongue-in-Cheek, Skittles and Combos.
Excuse me, do you mean the anatomy of the tongue-in-cheek?
Yes, the anatomy of the tongue-in-cheek. So we do have one voicemail, and this is from Trent. This is actually from, what's the date today? This is the 9th, so this is from a week ago. Here's Trent.
Hi, this is Trent, and I'm finally caught up on the show, so I thought because I had a few thoughts collected over time. And first off, after I left my voicemail, Jess was talking about how the podcast isn't meant to be, listened to in order, and how, you guys don't like us going over the old stuff I asked about or something. I don't really care, because I saw that it was a song-by-song podcast, and I thought to myself, man, that seems like a fun journey to, go on with them and, experience every song. That was kind of why I chose to handle it the way I did. Probably my biggest takeaway so far on the podcast was from The Lining is Silver, because I actually always thought it was about heaven, because it references clouds and being golden, and I didn't pay that close attention to it because I didn't like it. It did not work for me. It just didn't fit in my mind, the tune didn't. And having you guys break down the song and dissect it helped me understand it, and I actually really appreciate it now. It's probably up among some of my more favorite Relient K songs now. And then in your episode about May the Horse Be With You, it was pretty brief, but you asked if there's a Christian vegan organization out there. And that reminded me of when I went to this Christian youth conference, and they had pamphlets that they were handing out. And they were saying, if Jesus was alive today, he would be a vegan. And it showed the condition of the meat industry and everything. So, and yeah, I tried to look them up later, and I couldn't find them. So they're probably out there somewhere. I just don't know where. I couldn't find them. So yeah, again, thanks for letting me call in. See you guys.
Yeah, what if it turned out they never were seen again, like the monkey's paw vendor? It's they just showed up the once, and you're like, veganism, that sounds good, and you turn around to ask them another question, and it's just a tumbleweed. Well, that's great. Yeah, we still want to figure out any Christian vegan organizations out there.
Yeah. Thanks for your call. I didn't mean you couldn't listen to the song, to the podcast song by song in order. You should. You totally should, because oh my gosh, if you wanted to go in order when we're done of album by album, it would be all over in terms of quality.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Put a playlist together of our show. Listen to it in chronological order by the song.
Yeah.
You'd be skipping all around. That'd be funny.
And I'm more shocked and pleased. Anyone who discovers us and goes back and starts at episode 1, I'm like, wow,
sticks with it.
And sticks with it. That's awesome.
So yes, thanks very much.
But you don't have to. You don't have to listen to us in order. These aren't all mythology episodes. They're more just a bunch of Monster of the Week episodes.
Right. Nice X-Files reference. So this week we're talking about Skittles and Combos. We went I think we'll do the snack talk first. So
Okay.
if all you people out there are looking forward to us talk about the song, you gotta wait a little longer because on the table we have combos, we have Skittles, and here's the magic part. Well, there's two things. One is that Jessica has never had a combo,
That's right.
and that apparently combos are not easy to get on the West Coast. We looked into it. We're like, well, quarantine is still technically happening, so we can't just go from store to store all day long. So we're like, let's try to figure this out online. And Combos website, Combos, get your act together. Because you go to Combos website and there's a store locator button. You push the store locator, and it's not like they just list every store that may carry one of their products in your area. You have to pick the flavor, then pick the size, and then pick how many miles away.
So specific.
What if one store only has 12-ounce pizza flavor? You have to go through every flavor for your area, every size of every flavor. They should just have an all size, or at least an all size of each flavor combos. Get your act together. So I Google. So I'm like, one thing I even tried was going on Yelp, and I typed in combos, and I'm like, oh yeah, combos. Every Chinese restaurant, every Italian restaurant,
Every fast food restaurant.
So finally, we figured out. Okay, Walgreens seems to be the #1 distributor of combos in Los Angeles.
So I went to Walgreens yesterday, and I got one of
looking
each.
Inside the bag at them.
I got one of each flavor
Sorry.
with the.
Just
Danny!
looking inside. I know. I'm sorry. Just looking inside the bag makes me laugh. Looking at the combos. Sorry. Please start your point again. I'm sorry. I was rude.
So we got
I was
one.
very rude. That was a mistake.
So we got one of each flavor, except there was a bacon cheddar one,
Oh, right.
and I didn't get the bacon cheddar one.
Right, because we're not good at being vegan. I'm way worse. I'm Jessica's pariah, albatross. I'm making it way harder for Jessica. This is not vegan, but one thing is that we cut pork out like 2 years ago. We haven't had pork in forever.
So I just didn't get those. So we have. So at first, I didn't notice that some of them are wrapped in pretzel.
Yeah.
And some are wrapped in regular cracker. So we have 2 of the cheddar, one with pretzel, one with regular cracker. We have sweet barbecue and pizzeria.
Right. So from our background, you don't really listen to, as a Relient K fan, unless you have your CD in the car. You probably don't hear this song a lot, right? It's not on streaming.
Right.
This song was only available on the original pressings of Anatomy, and we'll get into that more. But it's not on streaming nowadays. We looked into it. It's not even available on the 3 Gears compilation.
Right.
But when Jessica and I would talk about the existence, at least, whether we heard the song or not, as Relient K fans and being friends for years and years, if we talked about the Skittles and Combos song, she'd be like, what is a combo? And every time the Skittles and Combos song would come up as a discussion point, I would have to re-explain combos to her, because I never really did a good job explaining it. I would do these bad explanations of like, well, it's like a tube of cracker with like a dried cheese like paste inside, and she's like, ew, I don't understand. I'd be like, a chalky pepperoni substance, and she'd be like, what? What does that mean? The best explanation, if you have never...
It looks like a sausage.
They're dog treats for humans. They're literally... That's why when I looked in the bag, I laughed, because they're literally dog treats for humans.
April got so excited when you were crinkling it earlier. I don't know if you could hear her tags in the background.
And I think she figured out they're not for her, so she slinked away. But yeah, they're cylinders of pretzel or cracker with cheese or some sort of flavored pasty filling inside. I'm not looking forward to the flavored ones, but I'm going to have, right now, a cheddar cheese and pretzel combo for the first time in probably 20 years. I used to have these as kids.
Okay.
As a kid, when I was multiple kids. It's okay.
Okay.
I hate when people eat on podcasts, but that's kind of what we have to do today, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry to anyone out there. Just know that I feel the pain you're feeling listening to me chew.
So I'm going to try the plain cracker one first, because, I should go classic for my first time, right?
Oh, I looked up interesting you should mention that. I looked up the Combos Wikipedia, and they invented the pretzel first. The pretzel combo
well,
first.
then I'll have the pretzel one
but
first.
the first one on the market was the cracker. They
now I have
leapfrogged
quite
over
the
each other.
conundrum.
Yeah, it's like it's 6 to half dozen. Like, which one do you do?
I'll do the plain since you did the pretzel.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Jess, you're making the face of the lady who drinks the kombucha. No. Wait. No.
It tastes like a Ritz cracker with a cheese filling.
Yeah, you know what? Now that because I haven't had them in 20 years, you're right. It's just like any.
Do they have ones with peanut butter in them?
No, but
Really?
they should. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't see them there, I'm gonna try.
Wow.
I'm gonna try the pizzeria. I'm not excited about this.
All right, I'll try the pretzel. They basically taste the same. Here you go, April. She's back.
So, she's she's graduating to human dog treats. Pizzeria's okay. It's just got like an oregano Italian spice to it.
The pizza on the cover does not at all look appealing.
The pizza on the cover looks horrifying. It's an awful like college pizza.
Oh, and this one has the pretzel thing.
Oh, it's pizza and pretzel. Okay. And then, over here we have sweet barbecue and cracker.
That's not bad. I'm really regretting the choice to have iced coffee at the top of the show. I'm just that and combos, not a great combo.
I got my Knob Creek to wash the taste down. The barbecue is horrible.
So the pizzeria one tastes like April still chewing hers. Sorry. The pizzeria one, it tastes like roller rink pizza.
Yeah.
Like it's the 90s and you're in elementary school at roller skating night.
What's actually in these? Okay, the pizza
very
has
heavily on the oregano. Okay,
wheat flour, vegetable oil, whey, maltodextrin, modified cornstarch.
I'm not
salt,
looking forward to how sick
leaving,
I'm going to get later
garlic
after
powder,
eating these.
yeah, buttermilk, partially produced with genetic engineering.
What does that
Oh, no.
mean?
We're gonna get superpowers from eating the combos.
Are these people crackers? What is this?
Well, I mean, we didn't get meat ones. We didn't get ones that have. Well, you know what I mean. There's no we didn't get pepperoni
So
or
we
bacon.
didn't get the people ones.
We didn't get pepperoni or bacon. Like, there's no pretense that these contain meat. So I'm guessing that means they genetically altered either the dairy or they could have genetically altered the wheat. And they that they make them out of, and they had to let you know. But if we do get superpowers, we'll become known as Skittles and Combos, the superheroes.
I love it.
What's that? I don't remember. What's that show that's on?
Oh my gosh, the smell of the
Barbecue ones is
barbecue
horrible.
ones.
I don't like barbecue flavor, false barbecue flavor. There's a lot of things I don't like, and we'll talk about it when we get to Skittles.
Oven-baked crackers stuffed with sweet barbecue flavor. We just raised the barbecue on snacks.
Shut the fuck up, Combos. Shut up.
Oh boy. Oh. You just have the... I'm sorry, Hank Hill showed up for a second
I know,
there.
that's what I was going to say. I need a cheese one to get the barbecue flavor. I don't know.
These have the cracker wrap around them, the barbecue ones.
That's only the kombucha lady when she hates it. Nope. It's like you're taking your pill, your punishment.
Is that so? It doesn't taste like cheese. What's inside of this one? Is it still cheese?
No, if it's barbecue, it must maybe it's some sort of vague. Maybe.
I mean, it has the same kind of interior.
This one doesn't say that it's got any kind of meat.
It has the crusty gelatinous dairy product or whatever it is in it.
It certainly does not say it's vegan, but I guess it's just like a gelatinous substance of barbecue sauce.
Ew.
Not gelatinous. It's a chalky substance of barbecue sauce.
It's gooey.
It's tomato powder, brown sugar.
Okay, that makes sense.
Baking sodium leavings, dextrose, malt extract, soy lecithin, natural flavors. There's nothing natural.
No.
It contains genetic engineering. Vinegar, palm sugar, spices, garlic powder, molasses, corn syrup.
And yet they don't say like do not eat if you're pregnant or planning to become pregnant. This one time I was like, I think I was working and I needed something fast, and so I ran to like a 7-Eleven and I got these chips that were, I think they were just salt and vinegar, and on the package it said do not eat if you're pregnant, and I was like, what is in the salt and vinegar chips that you can't eat if you're pregnant? What are we eating?
Oh, no.
What is this?
Well, that's horrifying.
Moving on to Skittles. April's far less interested in the Skittles.
Here's the fun fact of the show. Jessica doesn't like collapsible lung and deathbed, and I don't like Skittles. Skittles don't need you. That's a deal breaker, ladies. I hate the chewiness of them. I don't care for artificial fruit flavors of anything, except maybe like runts are okay, but that's barely a fruit flavor. Like when it, I don't know.
I agree, April. I'm also taking a very large sip of water.
It's a very salty snack. So
now you're eating the classic. I got the classic and I got the wild berry.
did wild berry exist in 2002? I don't know if that just
Was berries and cream for Skittles?
I think
You
it
know,
was
berries and cream.
yeah.
Berries and cream. It was Starburst.
Oh, talking about chewing on a podcast. They haven't done it that much in their Five Iron Frenzy season, but Magnified Pod will like have these Starburst debates and chew candy on mic, and I hate it. And here we are doing that.
We love you, Magnify Pod.
So we just, yeah.
I love how you actually went back in for the combos after eating the Skittles.
Well, I had one Skittle because I'm not going to have a bunch of Skittles. And I'm like, Jessica's going to have a Skittle. I got to have a Skittle and a combo at the same time. Because think of Five Iron Frenzy. Think of Relient K. Back in 2002, we haven't really talked about it yet. For those who don't know this or haven't listened to this song, but the whole point of this song is what they wrote, saying, "Hey fans, when you come to our shows, bring us Skittles and Combos." This is a joke song. We picked the song this week because after our 2.5-hour Mood Rings discussion, we were like, let's pick like a really short song that probably won't have too much to talk about. A joke song. We went with Skittles and Combos. That's the point. Bring us Skittles and Combos, Relient K fans. If you're Matt Thiessen or Matt Hoops or Brian Pittman or Dave Douglas,
gross.
you probably stopped eating these after the first night they brought them. Whoops. April, free Skittle. I dropped it. She is a Skittle. I don't know if she should have those.
No, she's not. She's a little combo. She's a combo with legs.
She is a... So... as long as I'm not going to eat that many Skittles, I need to do the experiment now. Skittles and Combos in the mouth at the same time.
Do you want? Oh, yeah.
I'm only
just
doing.
do the original.
I'm doing
right.
two cheese. I'm doing a cheese pretzel and a cracker cheese. I'm doing two red Skittles, an orange Skittle, and a purple Skittle.
Is there like a science behind which Skittles you're choosing
No.
to which combo of combos?
No. You know that one meme that's like, it's a hard pill to swallow, and then it shows a hand holding a pill, and you write something that's hard for people to take? I'm going to make that meme, but I'm going to put Skittles and Combos in the person's hand. Okay, here we go. Oh, our laundry's done. Ow.
Oh, no. Be careful with your braces.
I know that's what happened.
Uh-oh.
One of the combos. I got to cover my mouth for the mic. One of the combos pushed against the inside of my... This is interesting. It's not horrible, but it is not fun.
Wow.
Let me see.
I love the little
I was just about
tiny
to... Yeah, I want to talk about... Are you recording now?
Yeah.
I'll say that again, sorry.
I love the little tiny one.
We got a mutant... We got like...
It had some of the combos, and now it's a mutant.
It's a mutant Skittle. It's a teeny tiny little like.
It's like
Skittles.
teardrop shape.
It's like mouse poop. So yeah.
Or like that candy that's just chocolate covered sunflower seeds, and it says that it's a different kind of poop. So, Dan, you got to try some wild berry, too, now.
Oh, I thought I was done with the snacks for the night.
These do not taste as good.
No?
Except the pink one.
Okay.
The pink one and the green one.
The pink one that doesn't even look pink.
The pink one and the green one are far superior, and
looks
all
like a
the rest
human
taste
color.
like... It's very salmon in tone. The rest tastes like medicine.
Well, wait a second.
So the blue one's supposed to be
OMG,
raspberry.
Jessica, how did we not put together the red, blue, and yellow like recent Relient K and take a picture with the Skittles? That's our
you
social...
can do it right now.
I know, but all the S's are worn off. That stinks. Oh, there's a good S on that blue one.
So the green one is melonberry. It's very good. The blue one is raspberry. The red one is wild cherry. The pink one is strawberry, and much like Starburst, it's the best.
I love the detail of, hey, welcome to our Relient K podcast. Here's the flavors of the different colored wild berries, strawberries.
And then there's berry punch is the purple one. What is dextrin?
I don't know.
Some sort of preservative or something? There's
Sure.
dextrin in like everything. Oh good, these are gelatin free. Nice.
May the horse not be with your Skittles. They don't
Just the way I like them.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they do make gelatin out of Skittles still now. Skittles. They do make some gelatin out of horses, I guess, still technically, but I don't think it happens all the time. I don't know.
They should just write that on here. Does not include horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So, yeah, that's our Skittles and Combos disgusting taste test. Yeah, so... Oh, Combos, apparently part of the Mars family, so like Mars bars and...
Oh yeah, it says
all
Mars
that.
Wrigley.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wrigley
Ooh, this
gum.
one's another mutant one.
Oh, wow.
It's like a little hat.
They belong together.
There you go.
So, let's actually talk about the song.
Let's do it.
So this is the hidden track off of Anatomy. It was on the original pressing of the CD, which I assume there are many more copies of the original pressing than the gold pressing, because it got to gold, and they celebrated its gold status by remastering the album. And to some people think that the remaster of Jessica does not seem to be happy with her last Skittle choice.
It just tastes like blah.
It just tastes like, quote, it just tastes like blah.
I got the ones that tasted like medicine.
So, anyway.
Sorry.
So, Anatomy of Tongue-in-Cheek comes out in 2002. It has this hidden track on it. The point of the song, it's a joke song. It's just Matt Thiessen singing solo. I don't know if this is the right word, but it's just piano and this, like, effect on the piano of, I think it might be flange, where it's, like, fading to the left and right channel constantly, and it's kind of wavering in this odd way. You heard it at the top of the show when we cut in the song. Then they remaster the album in 2004 or 5 for all the success of and the fact that this album went gold. I don't think the CD pressings of Anatomy Gold are as prevalent out there, because when we needed to get a copy of the gold copy of a copy of the copy of the copy, when we wanted a gold Anatomy, it took me some time to find it. Because when you go on eBay and Amazon, like, a lot of them don't tell you if it's gold or not. It's the same problem with Two Lefts. Like, when you go online trying to find yourself a copy of Two Lefts, you have no idea most of the time what kind of copy you're going to get, right?
Right.
But I think there are more gold copies of Two Lefts printed than Anatomy. Because when I do find eBay listings that very clearly show a picture and say this is the gold edition, there's only like 3 or 4 available at any time. And the market hasn't figured out that they seem to be not rare, but like less common, right? Uh-huh. So my point is, if you grew up, if it's the CD of this album that's in your head, you probably knew this song. Nowadays, when the gold edition came out, and it is the gold edition on streaming, it's the Ballad of Tim Eddings that would replace this song, I guess. And I did part of Jessica's deep dive. She did part of it, and I did another part of it. I found an interview where they clearly were getting tired of Skittles and Combos. So I think they probably took this hidden track out of there, intending it for it never not to be on the gold edition, and for never to be on streaming, and never to be in the 3 Gears box set, so that newer fans would hopefully not learn about the Skittles and Combos and not be bringing them to the shows anymore.
Yeah, I want to skip ahead for just a second because I came across an article, or these come up relatively often where it's books.google.com, and I don't know what book this is. It says no ebook available, but it's under notes and trivia on here. It says the hidden track after Less is More is entitled Skittles and Combos. The band used to encourage fans to bring Skittles and Combos to shows. While they no longer encourage it, fans still do, and often throw packages to the band. In addition, small packages of each are sometimes placed on the stage by the crew prior to performances. Thiessen also later on admitted that he despised Skittles and had no idea what combos were. Skittles and Combos isn't on the gold release. A different hidden track is at the end of Less is More, called The Ballad of Tim Eddings. Tim Eddings was originally the manager for Relient K and also was producer for Ace Troubleshooter, the old band of current Relient K bassist John Warren. So there's that. So I'm wondering, why pick Skittles and Combos?
So the reason that we both did a deep dive this week is because neither of us, because first Jessica couldn't find any deeper explanation about why the Skittles and Combos. So I did my own Google search, and I only found some articles that Jessica didn't find, but we didn't find anything that like says, yeah, we sat down and discussed it and chose these two. It's always just the cutesy, like, mythological Relient K version, like within the Relient K perceived world, like what they put out there. It's always like, hey everybody, we love Skittles and Combos, toss up your Skittles and Combos, here we go. It's just that's as deep as the story ever goes. Just what's already in the song, they just pontificate upon in some of the interviews we found. So why did they pick Skittles and Combos? Because yeah, Matt Thiessen, in some of the deep dive stuff I found, he talks about how he really doesn't eat Skittles anymore because they started hurting his teeth, and the whole band is like, we don't really like Skittles, but sometimes we'll eat the Combos. And then Matt Thiessen didn't know what Combos were, and I saw that because there's so little stuff out there about this song, my backup is to look at YouTube comments and look for people who think they know what they're talking about or whatever. And yeah, people were like, yeah, Matt Thiessen didn't even know what Combos were. And Combos, as we kind of figured out, are not like a fully national snack or international snack. Right. Not like Skittles are across the world, and Skittles you can get in literally every store. You can't get Combos in every state in the Union.
Yeah. Yeah, so why pick Skittles and Combos? I wonder if it was one of those things, so like, when a band is going to play a gig or whatever, they have it in their rider, what they have to have in the green room ahead of the show.
Right.
I wonder if maybe they read an article about some band they like said they needed Skittles and Combos or something like that, and that's why they picked them, or right. Like, I wonder why.
One theory in my head was there a band meeting where they like all listed their favorite snacks and what they wanted? Because there's a long history in rock and roll of certain things getting thrown at a band for different reasons. Mm-hmm. Like, NoFX had a lot of shoes thrown at them. That's why their one album is called So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes. The Foo Fighters had Mentos thrown at them because they did the Big Me video. They made fun of the Mentos commercial, so they had Mentos packages thrown at them for years. And Fiverr and Frenzy has blue combs thrown at them because they wrote the song Blue about when he was a little kid and he lost his favorite blue comb. And it's like actually like a metaphor or something for his parents eventually getting divorced. Not a metaphor, but it's just like a whatever. It's set against that backdrop. So Relient K's like, let's get ahead of this and let's decide what fans are going to throw at us. Let's pick two of the most disgusting snacks in the world. And then
so was it pure satire? Were they thinking maybe like only like a handful of people would ever do this?
Right.
Like,
and were they thinking that like, well, what I was wondering is, did they have a band meeting and say, what are our favorite snacks? And we'll vote on them, or we'll pick two random ones out of a hat, or we'll just pick the two that have the best like syllabic fit for a song.
Right.
Like, why did they pick these two snacks? There's no explanation of...
Because Skittles and Combos sounds good together.
Right, yeah. It's so strange. Like, if I was in a band, I'd be like, bring me your Reese's cups and...
yeah.
And, like...
and that's it.
And prepaid cash cards or something. It's just so strange, yeah. I have one story about the song, and I've told this on the podcast before, but that is that when we were going to the Electric Youth Tour, my friend Johnny and I think some other friends went with as well. They were like, did you get Skittles and Combos? And I was like, what are you talking about? Because I had not gone looking for the hidden track on this album when it came out. So we're like, oh, now we got to stop and buy Skittles and Combos. But the place we stopped, we were late for the show, so we could only pick, we like whatever store we pick. Hopefully they have them. They did not have Combos, but they had Skittles, but they only had a 1 pound bag of Skittles. So I tossed that at 5 Iron Frenzy because then I didn't have the guts to toss it at Relient K. And then I'm seeing in my deep dive stuff that it appears that, and we wanted to keep this episode short, so I won't get into it all specifically, but I can send you the links if you need a citation, that later on the band was like not happy with everything being thrown at them. Mm-hmm. So they were like, please just like leave your Skittles and Combos at the foot of the stage and we'll collect them. Like,
how often do you think the bag just like hit the floor and then like they all came, like all the Skittles came flying out and then the band like comedically slipped on banana peels with the things, basically. Like
that's funny you mentioned that. That's what happened to 5 Iron Frenzy when I threw the 1 pound bag of Skittles at them.
Oh, see?
So,
it's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. We are so having salad for dinner.
How ironic that Skittles and Combos are in fact the worst combo, and they give you the Skittles.
So, this is a song. This is a new song. I always think about Lunch Ladyland. Anytime I say this is a song, I'm like, this is a song. This is a new song. Anyways.
I was getting confused. I'm like, this isn't a new song. This song's like 20 years old. 18 years old.
This is a pretty song. Like,
yeah, it is really pretty.
Enjoy this song. It's got a nice little melody.
Yeah, like you could, if it wasn't, you could take this same song and like just make it all nice and stuff. Like you just, if it wasn't about Skittles and Combos, it could just be about pretty rainbows, tasting the rainbow. Where'd the rainbow go? Double rainbow. Oh, he just passed away recently. The guy, the double rainbow meme guy. Didn't mean to bring it down, but yeah, it's like a really pretty song, and that effect that they put on it. It's like, why did they choose to put that effect on there? You know what I mean? Like that shifting from the left to the right and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Was it they couldn't just do a straight ahead? And some of the covers that I have, they're like straight ahead, just like regular covers. They don't add that crazy effect to it. But I guess maybe that kind of like was an extra thing to make you know that this is a joke song, that they didn't really want you to bring 2 disgusting snacks. Controversy, I'm sure, because a controversy is when Travis Barker does something wrong. But a controversy is when I say that I don't like Skittles.
Oh, so before Relient K, I always just assumed, and even during the song, I was like, I don't really still know what a combo is. So I always just assumed it was like some snack food that was very regional. Like, I just assumed it was like a Midwestern thing because they get a lot of test market stuff in the Midwest. Yeah. And so I assumed that it had just never quite ventured out of that area, maybe, or...
I think it is like spotty around the country, but it's like there are certain areas where you'll find it in every convenience store, and there are certain areas where you'll just find it in a couple places. Like here, you only find it in a couple places. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, like Wise potato chips. Though I love Wise potato chips, and you can only get them in the Northeast. You can get them in New York, you can get them in New England, but you can't get them many places else. You can get them in a few places in Florida. And once in a while, when you're here, you're going to like the New York bagel shop or like the New York pizza place, and it's clearly owned by a California transplant. And they're like, "Hey, I'm going to teach all these Californians how to Wise chips. They taste good." My racism alarm just went off because I was making fun of Italians. No, that's letting me know that the laundry is done.
Oh.
So, Genius has nothing to really say about this.
Yeah.
So instead, as I was mentioning, this song was uploaded. The main uploader of this song that has been listened to the most is by Erin Mulder. Uploaded the song 11 years ago. with this picture of Skittles and Combos that I think they took themselves.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Combos, I guess both of them, they're sitting inside a large, one of those Ziploc bags. They're not just sitting on a counter or anything.
Yeah, I saw that. I listened to this version a couple times today.
Right. And so you can see a lot of people's comments discussing this song and whatever. So, Lincoln Log Adam 10 years ago said Matt Thiessen had admitted to not knowing what combos were at the time, but you just said that. So they obviously just read the same thing you read. 106, so it's 106 spelled out, and then 106 the numbers, wrote, I love how he rhymes Skittles, little, and it'll, as in it will, particularly the later. I love when the rhyme is in the middle of the line like that. It's just so unique and awesome. Matt Thiessen, he's the bomb. So wow, amazing actual music talk that the rhyme is in the middle of the lines. So then Goddess of Egg Rolls 10 years ago, awesome name, said, LOL, this is entertaining. I don't have this one though, because I got the deluxe version of the album and they have a different hidden track on it. Smiley face made out of a large D and a semicolon. I just love how they're like, LOL, this is entertaining.
Yeah.
So it's a piano only song with Matt Thiessen singing, right? And it's like this, I don't know what kind of effect you call that. Is that a flange? That's one I've heard of. Maybe that's it. But how it wavers and how it goes from the left stereo to the right stereo, almost like it's like damaged and mistaken. And it sounds kind of fun and like bizarre, right? Do you like the sound? Someone else in here, and I lost their comment already, said this song makes me nervous. And I think they're talking about the instrumentation because it is kind of spooky.
I like this song. I think it's pretty.
Well, yeah,
Honestly,
the tune is very pretty, but what do you think of the production? Does the production make you nervous?
I like
at all?
everything about it.
Okay.
No, I think it feels like recorded fast and on the fly. It doesn't feel like there was a lot of thought put into it, and I like it a lot.
So yeah, I can see how the audio, the sound of the piano can make someone nervous. It's kind of creepy. It's almost a spooky song. Should be on the creepier EP. Or they're singing about candy. It's a spooky song. I did post I almost forgot about this, and we're this far into the podcast and I didn't mention it, but I put a poll up on Twitter and I asked everyone, you can only keep one, Skittles or Combos. And this got everyone out to vote. Of all the platforms, 32 people, and we never get that many likes or retweets on our tweets, but 32 people voted. And on Twitter, Skittles won with 66% of the vote.
Of course they did, because they have Skittles everywhere.
Right, and
Everyone
they don't
knows
have
what a Skittle
combos
is.
everywhere. Let's see, 0.66 times 32, that's 21 people said they want Skittles over combos. This is democracy run amok. Now, I also put the poll on Instagram, and I'm not prepared on Instagram, so let me get there real quick. How do you find it, though? Archive? Yeah, that makes sense to me. And then what? Stories? Okay, here we go. Yep, okay. And then recent? Here we go. Combos, Skittles. And we got... I gotta add this up.
It doesn't just give it to you. You have to.
We
do
got
it yourself.
18 votes for Skittles and 7 votes for Combos. So that's 72% for Skittles. Everyone coming out to the polls. It's wonderful to see. I mean, I can see the people who didn't vote. I won't call you out. I won't shame you for not voting. But I can see the names of those that didn't vote. So, yeah. For sure, I don't know. I don't like either of these things. Like I said, the plain cheese and cracker or pretzel combos, they're fine. I couldn't do more than a couple of them, but the flavored ones, no thank you. So right now, from there, we'll be back in just a minute with Jessica's deep dive and all of the covers and everything, because yes, we're going to start taking official breaks in the middle of the podcast. We won't point it out next week, but this is just a new thing we're doing. We'll be right back after this break. Hey, we wanted to take this moment to thank all of our Patreon subscribers who have joined over at patreon.com/Sadie Hawkins Pod.
Brady, David, Tucker, This Might Be a Podcast, Owen, Jimmy Eat Pod, Roxanne, and Samantha.
If you're interested in becoming a patron of Sadie Hawkins Pod, we're doing great stuff over there. We're reading through the complex infrastructure relationship book that Relient K totally wrote.
Ooh.
We review other bands that are related to Relient K.
We do.
And we'll be doing most of the K for Karaoke tracks over there.
Yeah, that's right. We have $2, $5, and $10 levels. Everyone who joins gets stickers, and there are other perks you can decide on.
Thanks again to our patrons, as we feel really fortunate to have all of you.
Don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes and interact with the show at sadiehawkinspod@gmail.com. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, both at Sadie Hawkins Pod, and call our voicemail line, which is 402-95-SADIE.
Rock and roll!
So you like Relient K, do you? Well, what about They Might Be Giants? My name is Greg Simpson, and I host a They Might Be Giants fan podcast, and it's called This Might Be a Podcast. This Might Be a Podcast is a song-by-song podcast featuring a different guest every episode from normal fans like you and I, but also I've had guests such as John Darnielle of the Mountain Goats, Justin McElroy of My Brother and Me, Hutch Harris of the Thermals, Mike Park of Asian Man Records, Franz Nikolai of the Hold Steady, and Danny Weinkoff and Marty Beller of They Might Be Giants, and past drummers Dan Hickey and Brian Doherty. Search for Punk News or This Might Be a Podcast on any podcast platform and you will find us. This Might Be a Podcast, brought to you by punknews.org.
Welcome back.
What did you do with
So
your break?
awkward.
I see you're putting those cigarettes away. Just kidding. So
I sat here and pretended like I was taking a break.
yeah,
I'm actually
For
thinking
1
now that
second.
I should have gone and gotten an ice cube for my tea, and I didn't in that time, and so now I'm going to have to actually take a break, and
Right.
wasted. And now we're back.
yes. Now we're really back.
So we have some song meanings.
Ooh. But there's nothing on Genius. No explanation about combos. No explanation about Skittles.
Well, it's an older number. Mel B. Joy, 18 years ago, said, "Yum, Skittles," smiley face.
Okay.
Stupid to Wish said 18 years ago,
Is it
aren't the
stupid to
lyric said the lyric aren't the lyrics deny us combos, refuse us Skittles. I admit those words hurt a little. At least that's what I hear. Let me scroll back up to what it says.
Yeah, I think those are the lyrics.
Those are.
This might be a song that doesn't have officially published lyrics. But as long as we're on it, we didn't do that. Let's quickly go through all the lyrics.
Oh yeah, the lyrics are incorrect on song meanings.
So what does it say on song meanings?
It's just the last line that's wrong, I think. So it says, "So this is how the story goes. I want everybody to know we love Skittles and Combos, so bring them to our next show. From our head down to our toes, we love Skittles and Combos. So if you want to see our faces glow, just bring some to our next show. Don't ask how much. Refusing Skittles. I admit those words hurt a little, but we know it'll be okay if you just let some our way."
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Let some our way. Was this person British who put this in here?
Because the lyrics are, deny us combos, refuse us Skittles. I admit those words hurt a little, but we know it'll be okay if you just send some our way. It's kind of a nonsense.
No one
little
replied
aside.
or gave like a thumbs up to Stupid to Wish 18 years ago.
Well, it was stupid for him to wish that people would listen, but he was absolutely right.
Oh, here we go. The next person, they just didn't do it, and maybe there wasn't like a reply section 18 years ago. Snesk said, "Yeah, I thought it was what Stupid to Wish said."
Yeah, I think it is. Those it's a little bit of a nonsense aside in the song. I guess I don't know what the structure of the song would technically be. I don't know if this would count as the bridge, but he's like, deny us combos, refuse us Skittles. I admit those words hurt a little. It's kind of it's not exactly poetry. He's quickly giving you the opposite side of the argument. Like, imagine if you didn't give us these snacks we're asking for. But instead of saying, what if you didn't give us those snacks? He's saying, what if you said you're going to deny us those snacks? Well, those words would hurt a little. It's a weird counter argument in the middle of this song that's simply saying, give us combos and Skittles. So it is a confusing lyric. And what we think are the correct lyrics barely makes sense, but what's on song meanings definitely makes less sense.
Well, Jessie Jess 88 said, I would just like to say that combos and Skittles are my fave treats before I heard this song.
Oh.
And now they taste so much better.
Actually, I was eating Skittles and Combos long before Relient K. It's the gatekeeper of combos and Skittles right there.
Now they taste so much better because of this song. And the green Skittles are the best ones. And yeah,
because they're made of ganja.
Taste the rainbow. Pink_frock said, this song rocks. I love how it goes around and around in the speakers and makes me feel queasy. It's so cool.
See, it does make people sound queasy. It's a weird little production.
Bill Dye 44 15 years ago said, I would personally have gone with, this is how the story goes. We love $20 bills.
Yeah, that's what I said that earlier.
Abstract_damn 14 years ago said, we know it'll be okay. I always smile at the it'll part. It just sounds so funny. I don't know why.
It does sound funny.
So that was song meanings.
Sweet.
Now, if you have your CDs out and maybe you either missed this song or you just want to go back and listen to it, the exact location of the hidden track is at 6 minutes and 30 seconds of track number 17, Less is More.
Mm-hmm. When I was doing the searching for this song in copyright notifications on YouTube, I actually had to search through Less is More. Like just doing a regular YouTube search, I only bothered typing in combos and Skittles. But when I went to Google Videos and searched for the Goatee Records copyright strike on the videos, I had to search Less is More. Right. And then I would watch a bunch of videos for Less is More, and then one randomly would have combos and Skittles, even though it was tagged as Less is More.
Well, we have some art this week.
Ooh. Getting classy.
Deviant art user Skittles-and-combos did this picture of a hawk dog.
Weird. A hawk dog. And his name is Skittles and Combos? Huh. Yeah. Okay. Make sure
April
to send
5th,
that to me.
2010. It says, puffed, haha, this was from my computer graphics class sophomore year. The assignment was to cross at least 2 animals. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you hawk dog.
So it's a dog jumping for a frisbee on the beach, and he replaced the head of the dog with a hawk and put some wings on its back.
Yep. Good stuff. And there's
it's bred for its magical abilities.
Got some surfers in the background, exactly. Now we also have from Deviant Art by Relient K Fan Club.
Right. I've seen that around, and I always wondered if that was a shirt, but that picture, it's the Skittles logo that says Relient K, Ohio flavor, and all the Skittles have K's on them. That picture has been around forever, and I don't know if it's just a piece of fan art.
Being your escape, all natural flavors.
But I thought maybe it had become merchandise at some point, or it was merchandise. I wonder if anyone out there owns a piece of official Relient K merchandise with the Skittles logo. Relient K loved doing product logo parodies. Yeah. I had the 7-Eleven parody shirt. Mm-hmm. You have the Blue Jays parody shirt.
Yeah.
I remember of a couple other ones that aren't coming. Oh, I have the LaCroix logo parody shirt. Like, that's their number one way to do shirts.
But Skittles aren't the flavor of Ohio. Water chestnuts are.
Well, what they're not telling you is Skittles are actually made out of water chestnuts. That's why they're so chewy.
Then we have a quiz. Do you love Skittles and Combos?
No.
Times played 14. Rating.
What?
2.67. Times rated 2. Popularity
talking about?
4.61.
Oh, how many times people have played
Yeah.
this quiz? I thought you meant how many times have people scrobbled this song on Last FM.
Difficulty average, created by Cliff Jumper. So, Danny, first of all, this first question, they already have it wrong. Who was the first drummer? A, Stephen Cushman, B, Dave Douglas, C, John Schneck, or D, Superman? They don't actually have the original drummer,
who we've already forgotten his name, but he's only on All Work and No Play.
So, out of those options, who are you going to pick, Dan?
Steve Cushman.
2. Who are the only 2 people left from the original band? Matt Thiessen and Brian Pittman, Matt Thiessen and Matt Hoops, John Warren and Dave Douglas, John Schneck, and Steve Cushman.
Gosh, I wonder. I love that that's a pretty timeless question. This quiz probably is from 2004, and that question still holds up today.
3. Who became the new drummer after their first album? A,
Dave
Spider-Man,
Definitely
B, John
Spider-
Warren, C, Dave Douglas, D, Superman.
How does this doesn't have to do with Skittles. It's just called Skittles and Combos. It's not going to tell us if we love Skittles. I thought it was going to tell us which do we love more, Skittles and Combos, but no, it's just do you know Relient K?
Yeah. Who plays the banjo and Who I Am Hates Who I've Been? Matt Thiessen, John Schneck, Matt Hoops, Steve Cushman.
Well, it's either Schneck or Thiessen. I'm going to guess Schneck. Maybe we'll find out in the future. We'll have to ask.
I think it would have been Hoops, but live, it probably would have been Schneck.
Right.
Because Who I Am Hates Who I've Been is from
Oh,
before.
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so dumb. But I've seen all that live footage, so yeah, I got confused for a second.
Danny, finish this line.
Okay.
All the girls in the bathroom talking. A, they're talking about me, but that's not shocking.
Yep.
B, they just spread a rumor about
Yep.
James Hopkins.
Yep.
C,
both those.
is that a Bully reference? I think it is.
They're not mentioning the Bully video game.
Yeah. C, who they gonna take to the Sadie Hawkins? D, so what?
I don't know.
I actually
Just
don't
kidding.
know.
It's number 3. It's number 3.
I actually don't know the answer to the next question.
Okay.
Who did Relient K say was hot in the Thank You lyrics?
Thank You lyrics? Do they have a song called Lyric?
I don't-
Do they have a song called Thank You?
I actually, after
It's not
looking
on our
at this,
list.
I looked it up and I was like,
There's
I
no
don't
song called
see
Thank You.
this.
The Thank You lyrics? Do they mean the Thank You
Do they-
notes?
That's what I'm
The
thinking.
Thank
they
You
must
notes in the
mean.
book, and they got
Yeah.
confused because it's a lyric book. They call the Thank You notes Thank You lyrics.
Yeah. So A, J-Lo. B, Rebecca St. James. C, Amy Grant. D, Barlow Girl.
I don't know. Probably either Barlow Girl or Rebecca St. James, just based off of my knowledge of... Because Super Chick says that all the boys in the band want a Valentine from the Barlow Girls, so I don't know. I know you don't know that band.
No, after I read this, I had to look them up. So, I mean, I don't know. Who says it couldn't be Amy Grant? Let's go with Rebecca. No, let's go with Barlow Girl. Why not? So I hope it tells us the right answer at the end. 7, finish the name of this album. 2 lefts don't make a right, but who cares?
But who cares?
But 3 do, but 2 rights do, but a U-turn makes it better.
I
like, but a U-turn makes it better.
That's good. I think it's 2 lefts don't make a right, but Jimmy Carter is smarter and Scooby-Doo can do-do.
Accurate. In one of their songs, what do they think all emotional girls should wear? A, a watch. B, a sweater. C, mood rings. D, all of the above.
Mood rings. All of the above.
What is the name of their most popular album?
It's called Yeppers.
Yeppers, yeah. What is Relient... Here we go, Danny. Finally, what is Relient K's favorite snack? Frosties and fries, Skittles and Combos, burgers and fries, M&M's and Skittles.
M&M's and Skittles sound... Everything on there except for the Skittles and Combos sounds good right now. But obviously it's Skittles and Combos. However, it's not actually technically it's according to the song in the fictional universe they present, it's their favorite snack. But it wasn't actually their favorite snack.
Now, Dan, What kind of shoe did they thank in
How
their
many more
first
questions?
album?
What kind of shoe?
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor's, I think.
A,
right?
Skechers, B, Converse All-Star, C, Nike, D, New Balance.
Oh, well, Chuck Taylor's not in there then. I don't know. You guess.
Probably Converse then, I guess. Chuck Taylor's are basically Converse, right? Aren't they the same thing? True or false? Reliant K have their own mini cartoon.
Yes, true. Unless this is some sort of weird foresight where they didn't at the time, and then years later they did.
Fill in the blank. Blank ho. A, Reliant K. B, Skittles and Combos. C, Thundercats. D, 7.
7 Ho? No, it's Thundercats Ho. How many more questions?
There's just 2 more.
Okay.
14. Finish this
I hate
line.
tests. I get test anxiety.
Maybe it's them or maybe it's
Maybelline.
me. But I are you sure it's not D or maybe it's Batman?
Maybe it's the Batman ride.
15. And finally, who is the lead singer? A, John Warren. B, Ma Triple T. And then in parentheses, Matt Thiessen. C, Matt Hoops. Or D, John Schneck.
Well, Hoops has sung all of them have sung lead songs on Bird and the B-sides. So I guess
pretty
it's
sure this
technically
test
everybody.
is before then.
I
But
know. So Matt
who's
Thiessen.
usually the first one? Oh, we only scored 87%. We got, wait, 13 out of 15. Which 2 did we get incorrect? Oh, probably the Chuck Taylor's one.
Does it say
Okay,
what
here we
wrong?
go. Who plays the banjo in Who I Am Hates Who I've Been? We got it right. They got it wrong. They said it was Schneck, but he wasn't on that album.
Right.
So, and then it was who did Reliant K say was hot in the liner notes? The answer was Rebecca St. James.
Right.
We went with Barlow Girl.
Well, I also did a deep dive.
Oh.
And I referred to this earlier, but now I actually found it. I found on girlslife.com the summer concert series Relient K. I don't have a date on this article. Oh, wait, 2007. August 2007. So I think a lady interviewed Relient K in 2007 for girlslife.com, and she said, "Life is good for the guys of Relient K." That's nice. Am I reading the right paragraph? And then skipping ahead a paragraph or 2. If you're a hardcore... I started reading the wrong paragraph, to be honest. So, if you're a hardcore Relient K addict, you know that this loopy 5-some requests that any fan who comes to their shows should shower them with Skittles and Combos. Relient K serenades us with this request in a hidden track at the end of their 3rd release. Well, technically, yeah. But it's their 2nd release. I mean, this lady is a real fan because she's including All Work and No Play. Girls' Life tip. The guys joke with a twinge of seriousness that they still eat the combos, but have been getting cavities from the massive amounts of Skittles brought to the shows, and that the Skittles are usually just used as ammunition for stage fights anyway. And this is what I talked about earlier. Maybe raisins or sun chips next time will be better received from now on. All joking aside, the guys... I did that. All joking aside, the guys talk seriously with Girls' Life about how...
This article with kids will be pokey dokey.
This article will be pokey dokey for the kids, but not pokey dokey for the adults. So that's all that I wanted to read. Is they were like, maybe we should ask for raisins and sun chips. Because we like going out and living an active lifestyle as Relient K in our parkas.
We should have asked for granola and celery.
Yeah. And then there's a tour journal that was archived onto the trademark
sweet.
website. But they didn't specifically talk about... They mentioned the Skittles, like, got tons of Skittles tonight, got tons of combos tonight. It's from 2002, a 2002 tour journal that must have been on their official website that the trademark website backed up. But all mentions of Skittles and Combos are just an aside. There's no actual deeper explanation of Skittles and Combos. Yeah.
So if you know the history behind Skittles and Combos, hit us up, 402-95-SADIE. You can email us anytime at sadiehawkinspot@gmail.com. It just occurred to me, we haven't actually recorded that break thing yet, so all this information might be redundant because it might be in there already.
That's the point of us taking a break now. is that we would never have to think of doing that again. So that's fine. So let's launch into videos because there's one live video that was archived. This is a concert that we've seen a couple of times, Teen Planet in Georgia in the year 2001, October 20th.
Is this the one where they play it really fast?
It must be.
Because I've seen that.
Oh, okay. It's the only one that's labeled Skittles and Combos. And I've been finding some older Relient K concert footage online that the songs aren't listed, right? So, but I've been and I need to watch through them and make a list and remind myself what songs are in those.
The Skittles made my teeth hurt. Sorry, Danny's looking at me because I'm just like
Jessica's making this awful grimace, and she started like rubbing her teeth. So this was a part of the Electric Youth Tour opening for Five Iron Frenzy in Georgia in October 2001. And yes, this would have been the exact same tour. So this is about a month after I threw a giant bag of Skittles at Five Iron Frenzy. They were in Georgia, and this is Relient K playing the song that night.
We love Skittles and Combos.
It's a bit of a mess. But you see this bags of Skittles and Combos flying at them. The camera's way back at Teen Planet. It's in the back of the room, but you can see the bags flying at them.
I feel like I heard a hint of like throwback British Thiessen in there.
For sure.
That was so punk.
Yeah. So, not a very good sounding video. Uploaded in 2015. No comments, surprisingly. And that's uploaded by Brian Leverett. But again, it's the only Skittles and Combo live video you'll find on YouTube right now.
Throwing all those combos at the stage, how many of them do you think the bags were just a broken mess once they opened them up?
I'm sure all of them.
Yeah.
There are covers of this song, which I hoped there would be. Here is Skittles and Combos with lyrics, karaoke. Oh, so this is this is an instrumental piano cover uploaded by Dan the Piano Man 1. No, it's not me. Piano playing and video by me. I don't know if there is sheet music for the song, but here is the karaoke. If you want a tutorial, just comment. Do you think if this is April 2010. Do you think if I comment now, Dan the Piano Man 1 with 1 subscriber will still send me his tutorial?
Oh, you're just 2 months after the 10-year anniversary of this.
I know. So here's his piano cover.
We should message him and ask if we can use this under our that bed that we do during the break.
Oh, yeah. That would be nice. I just realized this is another falsetto Thiessen. This song is another falsetto Thiessen. It just occurred to me as I was looking at his karaoke lyrics on the screen. Deny us Skittles. He does falsetto. And I talk about PTL, and I was like, PTL is the only time you hear Matt Thiessen do falsetto. And then slowly over time, I'm realizing all these little songs that aren't like the big hits where he sings falsetto. So there you go. Here's another falsetto Thiessen. I'm leaving a comment right now as myself. Hey, bro, please do that tutorial. And then later I'll leave a comment at Sadie Hawkins Pod asking if we can use this for our
So we'll
new
follow up and
break.
see if he ever gets back to us about that tutorial.
Next, this is one I didn't watch, so we're gonna watch it for the first time together. This says Airband Skittles and Combos, uploaded by a cow kicked me, but it's all one word, so it was really confusing looking. Okay. Oh, this might not even be a cover. This might be a fan video where they let's see. 12 years ago. Yeah, it's a lip syncing video. So this got in the wrong section, but here you go. two goobers lip syncing along to the song.
There's a guy playing the keyboard backwards,
This
like
is
the
12
keys are facing the camera.
Yeah, he's acting like the piano cat. This is 12 years ago, and that's one of like the earliest memes. So I wonder if he's trying to purposely act like a piano cat. You can hear the keys.
Yep.
Like, guys,
He
put the
looks like
audio
a-
in after. Don't actually take. You can hear people. I think it's a church, and you can hear people in the background doing actual church business.
The
You hear
piano
people
player
talk.
looks like a green-haired Harry Styles.
It's actually Harry Styles, didn't you know? He's got green hair as well, so he's more like from Five Sauce. He's also playing the piano backwards. Did you say that?
I did.
He's standing behind it, yeah.
Nice.
Is there any... Okay. So that wasn't even a cover. I apologize. Here's a real cover. This is some girl sitting on a toilet.
Danny, this isn't that kind of podcast.
Well, this video is called Skittles and Combos, comma, an original, and I'm like, an original, uploaded by NFOL1 10 years ago, and she's going to sit on a toilet, not actually sitting on the toilet, just sitting on a closed toilet, and she's going to sing you her parody version of Skittles and Combos.
Oh, okay, cool.
We don't get a lot of parodies other than text parodies.
Yeah, I'm
So this is our
excited.
first. I think this is our first audio parody on the show. I've seen audio parodies.
No, Andrew from Magnified Pod sent
I
his in.
apologize, Andrew. I apologize, but that was
Man, you called out Magnified Pod earlier.
for
and-
liking Starburst. Yeah, and now I'm denying the existence of his parody. Well, here is Enful One.
Wait a minute.
With
Danny,
her parody. What?
I do parodies on the show all the time.
Yeah, that's true too. So here we go.
The toilet seat is not closed. It has one of those awful shag carpeting cover things on it, and it is
It
definitely
does, but she's
up.
wearing clothes.
She is wearing
And she's
clothes.
holding a microphone, but you missed the parody lyrics. So
I'm
let's
sorry.
go again.
Skittles and Combos give me a stomach ache, so I went to take a crap. Oh my, it hurt my lower back.
Oh, that happened to Danny the other day.
Yeah, it's because I ate Skittles and Combos.
I had to get some Depends,
Now she has to get the pen.
cause I was crapping myself all day.
Did she say cupping herself?
She said crapping herself all day.
Oh.
So she ate some Skittles and Combos. She went to the
get
bathroom,
it.
pulled her back, and became incontinent. And
Happens to the best
she
of us.
has a very low, bassy, breathy sound. I'm pretty sure this was a cut track from Scarlett Johansson's album. Pretty sure this is a demo that didn't make Scarlett Johansson's final solo album.
Facts.
I say solo album like she had a band. She just did a musical album. Anyway, there's that. Do you feel like the Skittles and Combos have made you need to crap? Do we have to bleep crap?
I think we do.
So here's an acoustic cover.
That's great, because then people can leave it up to the imagination what was said there. Oh, no, wait, we won't bleep her, so never mind.
Yeah. So this is a cursed looking...
It would be way better if she had said shit.
Of course. So this is a cursed looking acoustic cover by Aaron Mullins 5 years ago. So very recently, 27 views. It took me a while to find it. I don't know how I found this one, because he just called it the best cover ever. He called it the best cover of all time. And in the description, he said, "This is my cover of Skittles and Combos by originally mastered by Relient K." Those aren't really the phrase. I don't know much about music, but I know that doesn't work. And here's why it's super cursed.
Oh my gosh.
It's like this is an anonymous. It's like he's on Dateline, and he's whistleblowing on some corporation. He's completely in shadow with this bright light behind him. You can barely make out his
I can
features.
make out his Relient K shirt, though. He's got the one with the circle and the palm trees.
Oh yeah.
He leaned forward a bit so that his head is blocking the light for a second, so you can see just a little bit of the detail. It's at a low angle,
This is a
too.
very beautiful artistic shot, though.
It's got a bit of a halo going.
Goes. I want everybody to know I love Skittles and Combos. So bring some to my next show. From my head down to my toes, I love Skittles and Combos. If you wanna see my face glow, just bring some.
We can see your face glow right now.
That's why we can't see his face. You have to hit it. If it's to glow, you need to bring him Skittles and Combos.
He has a great voice.
He does. He struggles with the chords, not just there, but a little bit later. But that's fine. He's just hashing it out. Hey, Relient K mastered the song. He's just giving it a shot. This one's a little strange.
Technically, shouldn't they have said, like, mastered by Mark Lee Townsend?
Yeah, exactly. So this one, a girl named, the YouTube channel is called the Cholita Sisters, and the video is called To Aaron Cruz, a.k.a. Skittle. There's a long explanation, but basically what I take away from it is that this girl has changed the lyrics to the song Skittles and Combos. So our fourth parody on the show to be about a boy she loves whose nickname is Skittle.
So many parodies for this song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why can't people just keep it to the original? But the other one was funny. This one is like heartfelt, and she's going to sing about a boy she cares about whose nickname is Skittle. Ready? Do you want to experience this?
You're my Skittle.
You're my Skittle as well. April's my Skittle.
Aw. No, April's a little combo.
She is a combo. She's a combo with legs. She's a giant combo.
This is Daniela Castellassi.
This is how the story goes. I want everyone to know I love Skittles mucho. So bring me some to my next show. From my head down to my toes, I love Skittles mucho. So if you want me to see my face glow, bring some to my next show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So it's not really a parody. It's more like a variation. Like she
Yeah.
took the song, and then made her own version of the song entirely with whole new vocal melody and everything. And she loves the guy named Skittle, and she loves him mucho.
And she wants him to come
to
to
her next show.
Actually, she wants someone to bring him to the next show.
Yeah. So he doesn't
This
own
is
a car.
actually a song to Skittles' mom.
This is actually a song to go on Skittles' GoFundMe page to help him get a car. So that's nice. That's unique. We've definitely, I think we've seen people change lyrics, not write full parodies, but to have them like do a variation of the song from the bones up and make it about the guy they like. Very
stuff.
unique, yeah. And then so now we can move on to, there's just 3 goofy videos. This one you saw already. This is a guy doing a power wheelie down a hill. I was very fortunate to find this video as well, because this is called Power Wheelie. We're running out of things to title it. What? What is that?
Wow.
That's the title.
Whoa, but like this move.
So I don't know
What is
I don't know what kind
happening?
of device this is, but it's like a scooter. It's not a razor scooter, but it's similar to like a thin scooter.
But the
wheels are turning
swivel.
sideways
Yeah.
so that he's just going down an incline, and somehow the person behind him is following. Maybe he's following on a skateboard or roller skates. I don't know. And it just happens to take the entire length of the song for him to get all the way down the hill.
So he's standing on the back of. There must be like feet things above the scooter, the back wheels, and he's got.
We always have trouble explaining these bizarre
extreme.
extreme sports. But just imagine someone with a razor scooter.
But it's
except
turned
it's going
sideways,
sideways.
and it's got
going
2 wheels
sideways,
on the back.
and it's got 2 wheels on the back, and he's able to lift up the front wheels. Because I guess that's what makes the power. And a car passes by, they don't get hit.
Nice.
There's also a very Beatley song. I'm just thinking now that I'm hearing it again.
Yeah.
Like this is almost something. This is almost some garbage the Beatles would throw onto a White Album just to mess around. It would be the Skittles and Combos would be a thinly veiled metaphor for drugs. That's what this was. They weren't saying they did, but the Christian kids didn't understand. It's just like those like at the same time those rubber things that girls put around their arms. What are those? Those jelly
bracelets.
Jelly bracelets that say what you're willing to do.
Right.
Skittles and Combos was a metaphor for drugs. The kids didn't get it. This isn't much, but it's been a while since we've seen this very common Relient K fan thing, which is a stick figure man video. So it's just a stick figure animation singing along to the song. He's playing the piano. This one is more animated than many other stick figure. Stick figure animations are huge in the Relient K early fandom, and I don't always bring them to the table. But
and underneath it, there's a Bad Romance medieval style that you
and
watched.
I already watched it.
Cover, yeah.
I don't know why that's the top recommendation.
I'm curious. Can you play some of that?
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna get flagged for sure.
Well, it's a cover. This has 700,000 listens and views.
Oh, wow.
People want medieval covers of popular pop songs.
I feel like I am at the Renaissance fair.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it got so popular, is because people were missing the Renaissance fair during COVID.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lovely.
So, oh, and that's really it, because then I have one other fan thing that is just this long video blog of people on a vacation. 7 years ago, Caleb Bayer posted this 20-minute video, and the credits are over Skittles and Combos. Really, that's it.
Nice.
So that's Skittles and Combos. Wait, I missed one cover. So let's see if this saves the end of the show. Oh, this guy's making it very vivacious. Turn into a torch song. This is Preston Ledger.
Preston's pretty dreamy. Not gonna lie.
This is in his house. Relient K cover, only 150 views. This is probably one of the best covers of the song. Gotta hear the full song.
Nailed it.
Fine with me. You can deny me combos and Skittles. That's good.
Bring some my way.
I love Skittles and Combos, guys. What the? I like how it's the best cover. It ends with that.
Good stuff. Well,
we love all you listeners out there. Thanks for listening to the Sadie Hawkins pod.
If you've made it this far, we've got a special treat for you next week.
That's right. If you send us a postmarked envelope, we'll mail you some leftover Combos and Skittles. We just wasted